It's yourself too.
Yeah, you're
It's
artistic.
Oh, you're such a queen. Alright, I did my speech on drinking and driving. On May 31st, 2011, Jared, in here, he's 8 years old. This is his story, told by Matthew Mantanuna. On May 31st, 2011, Matthew Mantanuna and his family were on their way to SeaWorld for their family vacation when tragedy struck. A truck which had failed to stop slammed into their car. Their son, Jarrett, suffered the worst. Matthew and his wife had lost their son. Jarrett was 8 years old when he passed away from that accident. Matthew also had his 3-year-old son with them who did make it. Matthew said that the hardest thing to do was to explain to his son that his older brother was in heaven and was not coming back. Come to find out, an 18-year-old boy who was intoxicated was driving the truck that had smashed into them and killed their son. This is a true story. Matthew shared his story with MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving, who then posted it on their website for everyone to see. Matthew says that he continues to share his story with the hopes of putting an end to drinking and driving. Drinking and driving is very dangerous. It not only puts yourself at risk, but also those around you. According to the data that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration shared with MAD in 2014, every 2 minutes, a person is injured in a drunk driving crash. It is not always the intoxicated driver that ends up hurt or killed. In many cases, innocent people are hurt or killed by someone else's reckless choice of drinking and driving. According to the data that the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration shared with MAD in 2014, every day in America, another 28 people die as a result of drunk driving. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration declared that the drunk driving deaths have been reduced 50% since MAD was formed in 1980. But a reduction is not enough. There needs to be an elimination of drinking and driving because it's dangerous and illegal. Alcohol affects a person's ability to safely operate a vehicle. According to an article posted on druginfo.com, it slows down the activity of the central nervous system, including the brain. If the central nervous system is slowed down, it can affect your body in many ways. Alcohol can impair your vision, making it difficult to see. It can reduce your reaction times, causing you to run red lights or fail to stop for pedestrians. It can reduce your concentration, and intoxicated or not, drinking and driving is distracted driving is very dangerous. Alcohol can make a person feel tired, and if driving, it can cause them to fall asleep at the wheel. It can have somebody have difficulty multitasking, such as focusing on the traffic around him while trying to stay in the same lane. Alcohol can create confidence boosts, and if one of those individuals drives a vehicle, it can cause them to take even more risks that are dangerous. All of these effects caused by alcohol consumption make it unsafe to drive, and not to mention it's illegal. There are consequences to drinking and driving. According to lawyers.com, for many years, a DUI or a DWI was handled much like any traffic routine violation, but attitudes have changed. Driving under the influence or while intoxicated is now usually treated as a serious criminal offense. There's a difference between a DUI and a DWI. DUI stands for driving under the influence, and DWI stands for driving while intoxicated. Most states use these charges interchangeably, while a few do not. According to lawyers.com, a first-time DUI or DWI conviction typically results in severe penalties. If convicted for the first time, you could suffer all or some of the following penalties. You could have your vehicle temporarily impounded. You could have a fine up to several thousands of dollars. They could install an ignition lock on your car that can tell when you've been drinking and it won't let you drive. Some people call it a blow box. You can be put on probation. You can serve possible jail time. You can have your driver's license revoked. You could be made to do community service, or you could have to take a substance abuse class at your own expense. These consequences could increase if you're a repeat offender or if you're involved in an accident. After many convictions, you could even be prosecuted for a felony DUI or DWI, and no one wants to suffer those consequences. There have been many cases of death caused by drinking and driving. Efforts have been made by many to put an end to this problem. Drinking and driving is very dangerous to yourself and those around you, and it's illegal. Alcohol affects your body in many ways that make it unsafe to drive a vehicle. If someone is convicted of a DUI or DWI, they must deal with the consequences. There are many penalties for this conviction because drinking and driving is against the law. Remember, every day in America, another 28 people die as a result of drunk driving crashes. If you or anyone around you decides to drink, do not let them drive. Save their life or an innocent life from being part of these statistics. Drunk driving is dangerous and illegal, and we all need to work towards putting a stop to drinking and driving.
We're on.